Project Idaho is our commitment to keep you informed on what's happening in Idaho schools.
And right now, many parents are getting their children ready to sign up for kindergarten. So I talked to a local teacher about what you should try to teach your child before they enter school and some cheap and easy ways to do that.
In the beginning of kindergarten, it's like we're learning how to go to school because it's like a whole new thing. They've never done that before.
Beth Licey teaches at Willow Creek Elementary School in Meridian, and she'll tell you one of the most difficult parts of teaching kindergarten is that every child is coming in with a different level of knowledge.
After the first week of school is we do reading groups. We have our intervention students, we have our middle of the road students, and then we have our higher students, and they're all reading different books. Some of them a lot harder than others. Studies have shown that if you're not reading on grade level by third grade, the chances of you ever reading on grade level are extremely low.
She says by the end of the year, the standard is that her students should be able to read CVC words, short for consonant, vowel, consonant.
Cat, sat, pat, those types of words. We have a couple of kids, I think maybe 5 this year, who came in not knowing what their letters even looked like. So you show them a P, they have no idea.
She has a few inexpensive ways to get your kid caught up.
Read to your child as much as you can. Every day preferably, and when you are reading to your child, make sure that you're pointing to the letters so that they can understand that the letters start at one side of the page and they go to the other, and they actually represent our spoken language.
It's also important to get a good mix of fiction and nonfiction books, and ask your child questions to help with comprehension.
Easy question. How would you feel if you were Curious George on that tiny little trash can lid and you were rolling down a mountain 100 miles an hour?
She recommends getting your books from thrift stores or local programs that allow you to get a free book and bring it back when you're done. To teach them their letters, you can sing the alphabet song and watch YouTube videos with your kids like Alpha Friends, a tool Licey uses in her classroom.
Say like A, Andy, apple, A. Buddy bear, beep, beep, beep.
But it's important that you teach them the correct letter sounds.
When you're teaching your letter names and letter sounds, you don't want to add the to the sound. So if you're saying B, B says buh. No, B doesn't say buh, B says b. G says g, C says k. So you want to cut it short.
To help them understand what the letters look like,
just take a blank piece of paper and a Sharpie, write your child's name on the paper, and then have them roll out their Play-Doh into what we call snakes and just trace their name. This is really good for their fine motor, and it also helps them to recognize and start building those letters.
Something as simple as a water bottle, letters, and some macaroni can help them learn how to hold a pencil. And Licey says writing with chalk creates a surface tension, which can help them be better writers. Numbers are also important.
When children enter kindergarten, a lot of them will count like this. They'll go just 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's like, okay, you have 20, like that's not 4. So you want to teach them one-to-one correspondence. And the way I did it, and the way that you can do it at home, is just grab a Fruit Loop or whatever you have at home, a cup, and tell them, don't say the number until you hear the sound. So 1, 2, 3.
Using pipe cleaners can do the same trick while also helping tune fine motor skills. And after your child learns to count to 10, it's important to teach them what those numbers look like.
That's a 4. How many is 4? Can you show me 4? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And back to that very first lesson of kindergarten, how to go to school. She says it's helpful to create routines now before they enter the classroom.
You want to make sure that they're getting up at a regular time, they're eating breakfast, they're eating lunch at a regular time, they're going to bed at a regular time, their snacks are at a regular time, because they really do. Kids really thrive on routine. So if you have just daily routines in place, that will help them so much.
We're making a long-term commitment to reporting on education. If you have a story